Yeah, but that was a fun game. Not that I was fucking happy to watch it, but
You've had a roller coaster week, haven't you? 7-1 and then 1-1. What's up with that?
yeah, I mean, what is it? 2.5 years at PSV haven't lost at home, and then we go away and absolutely smash them on the road, and then
Can't turn over United.
Do you need
such
a
a
striker? Do you not need a striker? You like four
no.
left backs
I don't know
playing?
what I mean. I don't know what we need anymore.
In
Like,
all honesty, your Declan Rice's goal, as much as it was a lovely goal, was pure luck.
yeah, because if you look at the replay from behind him, if it takes even the smallest of bubbles, it's
He's gone.
absolutely getting ballooned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's what the game needed for us. We needed that bit of luck. We needed that bit of something, luck, spark, whatever you want to fucking call it. I mean, Man United had 9 men in their box, all looking at the ball. Yes, I did get that from the analysis after the game. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We didn't look comfortable. It was really weird.
Do you know you've dropped points 5 weeks out of the last 9 game weeks?
Yeah,
Before today, you hadn't scored a goal in 2 full Premier League games.
yeah, for the
We were
first
saying
time in
around
over
like
a year.
230 something minutes, I think, in
Yeah,
between
if
the
we
games.
hadn't done that, that's what I was saying last week. We didn't do it into it was Brighton and Forest or something last year. It was
All
definitely
honesty,
Forest.
today, what fucked you was playing the event, not the game. Because
Disagree.
class-wise, you should outdo United, in my opinion.
No, but this is also
But
this is also a
effort,
United team. Hang about. This is what I was saying to Gavin the other week. No, hang about. They drew against City. They beat City. They drew against Liverpool at Anfield and the Etihad. When it's the big games, they turn up.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Class-wise, realistically, the way Arsenal play, they should outdo United, and they didn't turn up today. First half, United were all over you. Like, first half, I genuinely struggle to picture a time where you outdid United.
I think it was quite a back and forth game for all of it. If I'm being honest, the best way you can start the game was it was a game of moments. For the large majority of the game, it was very much United had the ball, didn't do an awful lot with it. Arsenal then won the ball, didn't do an awful lot with it. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna say that the wall being further back was the result of the ball going in the back of the net. It was a good free kick. It
Was
doesn't
Rice's
help
goal.
that it doesn't help that Raya's given him all the goal to shoot. Um, I think again going back to the analysis that I've just watched, it's actually quite smart from Casemiro and I can't remember who he was with. That when Bruno Fernandes starts to do run up towards the ball, they kind of shove Party into that gap where Raya can actually see Bruno Fernandes and where he could put it, and they just close that gap to where you can't see anything. But in that sense, if you're one of the best keepers in the world, you should be able to kind of instinctively be like, I can't see where the ball is. You'll have to go either corner, so I'll just stand in the middle, and I've got a 50-50 chance of
He kept you in the game though,
missing
didn't he?
it.
In the second half, by the
Yeah,
looks of it.
yeah.
Pardon?
Raya was definitely what held
Man
the
of the
game
match.
together.
Raya's man of the match for me.
Yeah.
He kept us
Yeah,
into it. Declan Rice might have scored the goal and a brilliant slide tackle at the end to keep us in it, but Raya on more than one occasion. It's one of those where he kept the ball out. One of them was, I think it was Masri. The ball's kind of hit at him, either side of him. It's going in. Um, the Xerxes one where he's tried to flick it, stupid cunt. He should have just fucking just tapped it into the near post.
I don't know what he
Um,
is. Xerxes, I
no,
can't
he
look at
doesn't
him.
know what he
he's just a
is.
big man up front. That's all it is, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
just
but
a
he's
lump.
as a 10, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And the Bruno Fernandes one, as soon as I seen him get the ball in the 6 yard box, you're just thinking it's no less than what United deserve out of that game. I think they deserved all 3 points
Yeah.
because they were the better side out of the game.
Bloody hell.
But David Raya, what a save! Like it was a good save to deny that.
I'd agree with you. I think after watching the game,
Humble.
United were definitely the team that deserved the 3 points.
On,
And
I agree, and I'm not gonna sit here and fucking sugarcoat it. I think we were abysmal today, and I think if we're at least at half of what we can be, we would have scored plenty. But we weren't at the races. United seemed back for us. She says they've took points off one of the best teams in the league over the past decade there in City, and then Liverpool have just been brilliant this season. So it's difficult because United weren't brilliant, but they were less shit than us. That,
But the
that's
thing is, though,
that's
you've got a
that's
week's
the
rest. You've
title.
got a week's rest now, anyway, because the Premier League's over. What is it? 16 points, I think. No, 15, I think. No, with a draw.
15. It's 15 points.
Yeah.
You're on 55. Liverpool on 70. Kind of done.
Calm down. Fucking, you gotta be excited here. It's 15 points. 15, by the way. How many points, Ben? 15.
It is. It's bang on 15 points. You're talking 5 games.
It's done now. No, it's done now. There's no.
It was done last week.
Yeah, no, I know, but when the problem is I actually saw something in the middle of the week. Obviously, the Champions League is what matters, and that's fine because it does because you've lost the league. But when does it start becoming ridiculous? When it was 3 weeks ago, I think you were 4 points off the top.
It doesn't
22
start
days or
becoming
something?
ridiculous. It doesn't start becoming ridiculous. It is ridiculous, in my opinion. When we've said for the past 3 weeks or however long, we have got a teenager in the academy that is a striker that is scoring goals, who is actually quite confident. He's been on the bench, and I can't tell you if he was on the bench today because he just wasn't. He's been nowhere to be seen. He's not been utilised. I reckon we'll possibly see him in the second leg against PSV. I think a ton of our players will be rested, considering we've got a 6-goal lead.
Yeah.
If we let a 6-goal lead slip, then there you go. That trend becomes fucking ridiculous.
Because you have enough defenders anyway, right? So you would think no, I'm not even taking the pitch. You would think put out the quote unquote second back four and let the whole first team actually have a full week. Because I don't know.
I would test out Tierney as a left wing because he's coming on and he's being in that position, and that's what that's what we needed the whole game. That set piece quality, or that quality of ball into the box. You saw it with one of the first time he actually just fizzed the ball in the box. It got to Trossard's foot and Trossard just fucking spooned it. He absolutely just fucking.
The problem is, mate, you've got no final product. None.
Yeah, but the thing is, we didn't have the quality to get to anybody. It wouldn't even matter if we had Kai Havertz there, because the quality today, corners, set pieces, crosses.
One of the biggest problems you had today is you had no man available up front. There was a point where Odegaard got the ball, he charged towards the box, he's then turned back on himself, gone round to the right hand side, and still not found a man to give the ball to.
People need to start listening to me. I say it every fucking week. If it's Declan Rice, Odegaard, fucking Wanyeri, they all run forward, and then they just turn back and pass off to someone else. Or they just turn, and there's no one. It's not just today. It's been happening over and over again.
For Odegaard,
there's no movement.
An avenue to give it to that was going to be in a positive way. He could have passed it back to the back line.
I'm not following Odegaard out per se, though.
But what I mean is he drove towards the Man United defence. But no one else went with him. So he's drove towards their defence and gone, oh, fuck. And then he's turned back on himself and run back round, hoping that someone would overlap on the right. No one's overlapped on the right. And he's just kind of sitting there with the ball in no man's land going, well, what do I do now?
Honestly, one of the first things I noted down in the game, movement. Fucking none of it.
Abysmal. Like, in all honesty, like I said, you lot getting a point.
Problem is, though, I think you should be doing. I was thinking about this just midweek when I saw you put 7 past PSV. I'm not saying don't copy West Ham because we've got everything sorted. But when we haven't had a striker from January to February, we went to a back 5. You boys could easily do a back 3 because you actually have the centre backs that are competent enough to play a back 3. And then it allows you to put Lewis Skelly on the left. I don't really know. You'd put on the right as an attacking right wing back, possibly Timber. I don't know if he's got that in him, but you know what I mean. But what my point is, you get that width. That 4-3-3 right now you're lining up against fucking Man United with 6 defenders on the pitch, pretty much. Four in the back line, and then 2 on midfielders. I'm sorry, I don't care whether Rice scored today. He's not an 8.
No, and United for the first half, at least in my opinion, looked comfortable.
And then he's taking left backs off for left backs.
I don't. In all honesty, after watching that first half,
I didn't drive you insane, Gav.
I didn't think there was going to be a lot of challenge.
He did take obviously Calafiori off for Lewis Skelly, but then Lewis Skelly never played as left back. He played as like a left-sided centre mid, as if like what Zinchenko does when he comes on.
Yeah.
He then took off. Was it Wanyeri? No, Wanyeri was Martinelli. He took Thomas Partey off for Tierney, and Tierney's playing left wing. I kind of get that because Tierney's balls into the box are normally pretty on point. He's normally can pick out a man. That's why I say put him up there against PSV. Just try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't try it. But
sorry, yeah, go on.
My thing is, Mourinho scored 2 goals at Leicester, and now it's like he's undroppable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Once, isn't it? Oh, so much just be unlucky that it hasn't worked again. That's what it feels like, isn't it?
We don't. I don't know what it is.
I agree. I actually think that threatening wise, I think the Rice goal does you a lot of favours.
It's a lovely strike, but you're right. A little bubble, and it's not going in. And that would have probably just summed up our day. Just something like that. But not to say that we were unlucky or there's an agenda or anything. I think the wall thing is not the fact that the goals went in. It's shocking by Anthony Taylor. How the fuck do you not realise? Like, how long has he been in the Prem? And he's not just done it. He's not just done it for Bruno Fernandes' free kick. He's then also done it for our free kick, and then even Majri's fucking. But did you ever do that when you're up the park on like a Sunday and you'd actually like 1, 2, 3, 4, you'd actually count it out and like, right, you stand here. That's what he'd done, and he's like, mate, I'm stood here. The ball's over there. Yeah. But United are smarter. They done the little shuffle, stop, jump, and yeah, fair play. It's not very often that I'll sit here and say Man United deserve points against us because I've really. I don't want to drop points against Spurs. That's probably the number one. But Man United are a defo close second. Newcastle definitely third as well. But I mean, I didn't see anything from United where I can kind of go. They can build on that today. I think it was just one of those games. They got a point. Fair play.
I think you see how individually they are at times. That's what does it, right? Because the system still doesn't work, but individually they're actually half decent.
Yeah,
they are questioning at times. I don't think they've got a lot in that squad, but they must do.
They've got a lot there. The problem is getting it to work as a team is the problem. And you're right that like as a team, they don't look like they've got a lot about them. But they play
as a unit, they're nothing. Yeah. Individually, they're actually pretty decent. You can. There are times where you can kind of see why Napoli were contemplating a 50 million bid for Garnacho. You can kind of. I personally don't see an awful lot of it. I don't see it consistently enough. Today, you saw it. He was drawing fouls. The counter attack, he was pretty decent. He was quite deadly when he's passing too. But
I think given give him some time with that narrow 10. I think next year with a full pre-season of actually training into it, I genuinely think he'll be after. If he's still there, obviously, who knows? But I just don't know. That game, right? The Champions League's done and when it was done. So like, you don't have a game to play in the midweek. I don't understand the point of taking Wanyeri so early.
No.
Surely you put Martinelli on the left and you try and go for it a bit more rather than just like.
I think Wanyeri struggled today. I think he just there was a few times where he's picked up the ball and he's tried to take on 2-3 defenders and he's done well, but he wasn't gaining any headway. He wasn't gaining any traction. He was kind of fumbling the ball on the edge of the box. So I kind of see why take him off because obviously you've got Trossard on the other flank where it's a case of he's played in the Prem for the past 4 or 5 seasons with Brighton. Well, obviously not last season, we got him, but he's got that about him. He obviously scored the winner at United at some point. But yeah, I understood it, but I wasn't brilliantly thrilled about it. This is like Freaky Friday on a fucking Sunday for me. I actually want to give Bruno Fernandes a bit of fucking credit for his captaincy today. No, because it was at the end of the first.
All the time.
I know I do. This show's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
horrible
sorry.
for me. At the end of the first half, Anthony Taylor's blew the whistle, and I think it's Garnacho and Xerxes were literally through. They were literally running on through, and it got blew up. And then Xerxes went up, like running towards Anthony Taylor, absolute shouting dog's abuse. And Bruno Fernandes was like, calm down. Like, take it into the changing room. Fucking do that. Do it there. Don't do it towards the ref where you're going to get either a yellow or sent off or whatever, depending you're saying. I actually like that from him because normally he's quite a hot-headed person. He's normally the one up at the referee, chewing the referee's ear off. But yeah, I can have to give him credit for that. And he actually, I've seen the thing where Roy Keane was kind of questioning him as a captain, and I have for his duration of him being captain. But today it was sort of like a two fingers up to Roy Keane, being like, right, I'm not the captain that you once were, but I can be a captain. So fair play.
Do you